some color in it. I need somebody who's gonna give in. I need my own moon landing. I need a mission to Mars. I need to carry out affairs by the light of your star. You say you're missing my voice now. Yeah, I'm missing it too.
It's the first ever training camp back together Saturday, fueled by Gatorade on NFL Network. All 32 teams take the field.
We're back, baby. Do this together. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Get all-day coverage and access like never before.
He's a playmaker at every level.
Hit the horn!
The biggest season ever is here. Training camp back together Saturday. Coverage begins at 9 a.m. Eastern on NFL Network.
The Around the NFL podcast wants more preseason games.
Welcome to another edition of the Around the NFL podcast. My name's Dan Hansis. I come to you from a virtual room filled with some heroes. Greg Rosenthal, Mark Sessler. Boys, the week rolls on. Training camp's opening up. Looks like my boy Zach Wilson even signed a contract. I thankfully tried to steer myself out of all the mentions and the trolling going on in my direction about that. It was going to happen. Zach's in camp. Now the NFL season can start.
Yeah, Zach. Yeah. I mean, I don't rookie
lead story.
Rookie holdouts, training camp holdouts. They're a thing of the past. There literally was not a training camp holdout. I guess Zach Wilson was it, but he wasn't under contract, so it doesn't even count.
A pretty soft holdout. I mean, was there any drama that he was going to not show up for weeks? I mean, he was officious enough to get on a red-eye flight last night, then promised he would do something today. I took one of those to the East Coast a couple weeks ago and was an absolute mess on the other side. Ooh. So I don't know. We'll see. It's
a sign he doesn't take football as seriously as like Mac Jones. Mac Jones is like a grinder. He told his agent, just like, get me in there. Just, I love ball. I want to be out there competing with Cam Newton. I don't want Mike White or whoever's throwing passes, James Morgan for the Jets. I don't want them, ruining practice for a couple days. Like, I love ball. But much like the Detroit Lions a few years ago, Zach Wilson just shows up a few days late.
Ricky, can you put some like echo on my voice? I want to tell you about Mac Jones's inner monologue in his first pro training camp. Is that he just threw a pass, like, oh, damn it. Why am I not having fun? I thought I would get to the NFL and I'd be having the time of my life. Why is this? This coach is so mean. Where's the joy? No one smiles up here. Everyone smiled at my old college.
Oh, yeah, Nick Saban. There's a ball of laughs.
Well, and no one here. Who was that in my ear? Don't know. I want to go back to the way it was, or to another team. I guess I'll have to wait 4 to 5 years. That's what's going on in his head right now. Nobody has fun up there.
Well, that's shaky too. That's very shaky. If that's true.
All right.
Winning's Good show fun. Today. Winning's fun. That's what Patrick Chung responded when this. I do like this topic comes up a lot in New England, of whether they're having fun or not. Somehow that's become important.
Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem. You can run like a no-nonsense, no-levity operation as long as you win a Super Bowl every other year. But what happens if you stop winning Super Bowls all the time? Is that act going to work as your coach gets older and older? Listen, I'm not saying gradual decline for Bill Belichick, but I am kind of saying it. I don't know if his game is going to work anymore.
It was a steep decline last year, so he's facing a big season. His defense, he's a defensive coach, stunk last
You think
year.
there's any
Forget
scenario?
even the Brady stuff. Like, his defense stunk. He needs a bounce back. I think he'll get it to some degree on defense. There's a little tease for our guest there, Aaron Schatz. He believes, or at least his numbers believe, that the Patriots are going to get it on defense.
That's true.
They have
Good
the Patriots looking like a Patriots team from 2 years ago.
It's a little surprising.
A
little surprising.
Is there any scenario, and now all the Patriots listeners are going to get on Twitter and everywhere else and say what a asshole I am, but is there any scenario where Bill Belichick is ever on the hot seat? Like, will Robert Kraft ever have to fire Bill Belichick? Well, Tom Landry got fired in Dallas. That was ownership change. Maybe it would have to be something like that. Otherwise, Bill can just ride this thing out however long he wants, you'd think.
I think that's probably right, but I do think there is a scenario where Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft stop getting along for whatever reason, and you would imagine it would have to do with losing, and that to me could happen anytime. Because I think there's just like a little bit of tension there in terms of who's the boss, and if things ever went south, I think that's what would happen. But ultimately, it would probably be up to Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick will leave when he wants to. I think the one thing that he's learned, I mean, if you read any of his sort of autobiographical, books, there's some great ones out there, that